Hello, everybody, and welcome to another Nerd News live stream. My name is Tyler Waltz, and today we're going to be talking about all kinds of stuff. I think Tyson got a little bit busy. I haven't heard from him in a bit, so I'm sure he'll jump in whenever he can. I sent him a couple messages about some topics and stuff that he saw, so I know he's alive. So no need to fear there. But yeah, we're going to be talking about all kinds of stuff today. I've been a bit MIA since last Monday, just because I had a bunch of stuff going on. We normally start these streams with like a story time, and mine is basically that my wedding was this Saturday. So yeah, I am officially. Oh, excuse me. I am officially married. So the wedding was fun. Had a lot of had a lot of fun. Great venue. Had a lot of fun. Our guest list was only like 40-ish people. So it was not like a big spectacle or anything like that. It was just a very small wedding. Everything was very straightforward. The ceremony was about 15-20 minutes tops. Very efficient. Got in, out to the basement of the place to eat, and then everybody pretty much split. 4 o'clock was when it started, and by the time we got pictures and everything done, people were filtering out at about 7:30, 8 o'clock. So yeah, it was very efficient. And then yeah, just got back to work with a whole bunch of crap to deal with. But since that's work and personal, don't want to talk too much shop about that. So that's it's a bummer, but it is what it is. That's what happens when you take a little bit of time off work. But yeah, other than that, I don't really have like a funny story time or anything like that. So yeah, I think I'm probably just going to get right into the news. So the first thing that I'm talking about is the Oscars. People have been crapping on award ceremonies. Oh, Robot, I just saw your comments. Thank you for joining. And I agree. I have not been to very few weddings in my life, but the ones that I have been to, only one of them was this like incredibly long, drawn out process, and it was miserable. Like I understand the spectacle of it. It's a big moment, arguably one of the biggest moments in most people's lives. I totally understand. But I went to one that was like 2 hours long, and it's like, what are we doing? Like, who is this for? And it wasn't even like a religious wedding, because most people associate that with like a Catholic wedding where it's like a full sermon and like a full service and everything beforehand. But this was just somebody I knew that just wanted to make it a big like theatrical. It was just awful. It was just terrible is what it was. But yeah, no, we agree. We kept it very simple, and we were incredibly happy with it, and our guests had a good time. But back into the news. The Oscars happened, which excuse me, tells you how excited I am to talk about this. The Oscars happened, and the Oscars are a weird thing where people have been memeing and like crapping on the Oscars for years, and they keep doing them. And I am 100% part of the people that are like, this is just for a bunch of highfalutin people that I don't like, that are just gonna pat themselves on the back and move on. Like, this is all just to fluff their own egos. But I did see that for the first time in an incredibly long time, the Oscars actually had higher viewership than the previous year. So I guess good for them. But honestly, like, it feels like the same people that still watch the Oscars and like the award shows and the stuff are the same people that still give a shit about the royal family. What are we doing? Like, how do you not have enough going on to where this is your priority? That's kind of like where I'm at with a lot of these things. Because I could never imagine, like, if I like something, I don't need it to win an award for it to be great. Because even when Tyson and I covered the Game Awards and stuff like that, it wasn't like either one of us were just really, like, if Claire Obscure or like 2 years ago, Metaphor ReFantazio was like my favorite game. If they didn't win an award, it's not like I just walked away and was like, well, now it's not good anymore. Like, that's not how any of this works. And ever since the Oscars, ever since the age of the internet, might be a good way to put it, um, has just killed stuff like this because we've created such microcosms of enjoyment. Like, I remember, and make fun of me as much as you want, but I remember when like Lost was like a cultural icon. Like you couldn't do anything. Like I was in middle schoolish, high school. I think it was like freshman in high school. Everybody was talking about it. You couldn't escape it. Even if you never watched it or didn't want to watch it, you still had to watch it because that's what everybody was watching. You know what I mean? We don't really have that anymore. Like, I think Breaking Bad and Game of Thrones, like right around that time, was the last unilateral cultural piece of media. Because ever since then, with the internet, it's so fractured nowadays. Not even necessarily in a bad way. I think it has been a fantastic thing for people to be able to like find their niche of entertainment. You know, Robot, you saying you miss COVID's bold. Uh, when we all just agreed to watch the same show at the same time. I get that though. Um, oh, that's right, Bird Box. There was literally on like TikTok or something the Bird Box challenge. But was that one of them that everybody watched because it was just like incredibly good, or it got memed on so hard you had to watch it? Because that's kind of where I felt like I didn't watch it until I saw like the memes and stuff, and I was like, is it that bad? And it was fine. It played out like a horror movie that they didn't spend enough time on, like in the writers' room. Like there were a lot of little holes and stuff that just annoyed me more than anything. Um, and then some people talk about Stranger Things, and I agree with like the first probably 3 seasons. And maybe it is just me, but like I dipped out after 4. So I saw season 4 way late, and then season 5 I still haven't seen it. I still have not come around to seeing season 5, just because I don't know. It feels like they missed their opportunity, and I know that that was COVID's fault. That they couldn't record, so like I'm not throwing shade at them specifically, but to me they kind of missed their window in my opinion. I've also heard it's not that great. I heard it was not great, but it wasn't like Game of Thrones level catastrophe, right? So I just heard it was kind of boring, you know. Um, but oh, I just heard back from Tyson. Uh, I don't know if he sent me that as a mistake because I'm not. I don't know. I'm sure it's fine. Um, but um, but yeah. So I'll finish the Game of Thrones when he finishes the books. Yeah, yeah. Are they still not done? Because I never read the books. I watched the first season of the show and I didn't care for it. I don't know if that's blasphemy. I know everybody fell off right at the end when it got really bad, but I got through the first show and then people were like, "Oh yeah, don't get committed to a character. As soon as you get committed to a character, that's when they're gonna die." And I remember at about that time that was my biggest complaint about The Walking Dead. Because once you got to like Alexandria and stuff like that, they were just introducing characters to kill them off so you could have like a special shock episode every like 3 or 4 episodes. And they could like tease it for 2 episodes, or this random character is now suddenly getting a bunch of backstory just to die 1 episode later. And that stuff drives me nuts. He's doing everything but writing the last book. I had this theory that the reason, or maybe it was Tyson. I don't want to take claim for something that wasn't necessarily mine. But I was talking with somebody. I want to say it was Tyson or it was my buddy Austin, because him and I talk about this kind of stuff all the time. It got such a crowd around it, like a crazy, like feral almost crowd around it, that I don't think there's any, especially after how the show ended. He might be trapped in the, like, I don't know how to land this plane because everything is so convoluted and characters are here and characters are there. And like the wrapping up of everything has to be so daunting at this point that maybe he's just like, I don't know. Like you get to a certain point where you're just kind of crumbling around this idea that you've built. But I mean, I get it. It's incredibly hard to wrap up like to a point what you need to, especially the longer it goes. Like I've been playing D&D since like right out of high school, and you get like a nice fun homebrew campaign, you get 4 to 6 months down the road and you're like, something's got to start happening or they're going to know I'm lying about all this. Like, so I get it. I totally understand. Um, but yeah, I don't know. It's definitely odd. It's definitely odd. Um, so I just realized I haven't talked about the Oscars at all. But I want to make sure that this message from Tyson makes sense. But the Oscars. So apparently they had around 18 million last year, and they have 19 million viewers, or I guess 20, almost 20 million this year. And I haven't. Every time I say the Oscars, I yawn. It's almost like this is something I'll never care about. But when it comes to the movies and stuff like that, I think it's interesting to bring it up. Um, so yeah, I kind of wanted to just go over this because every news article every year about the Oscars and other like awards and stuff is just complete doom and gloom of how the industry is dying and stuff like that. Uh, which for me it was always like if it can't hold up to modern entertainment standards, then go the way of the dodo, you know. But because it's not for us common folk, it is for the elites of society. They'll keep that shit running as long as they can. Um, so yeah, it is what it is on that. But I wanted to see if the reason was because some of the movies, because this year was really odd because there were a bunch of movies that I thought were really interesting, but maybe I've just lost my movie magic. You know what I mean? Because a lot of them were very interesting, but I either didn't care enough to either see them in theaters or kind of by the time that they came out on like a streaming service or a rental, I just forgot about them. But yeah, so in this article, it said just under 18.1 million people turned into the 97th Academy Awards on Sunday, marking a 7% decrease from the year before. That was last year. But I'm trying to remember where I saw it because I briefly skimmed through this article. It was hosted by Conan O'Brien. I think that helped a little bit because I think he's the last late night talk show guy, which I know he's not doing late night talk show anymore, but he's the last talk show type that people actually still like. I think the majority of people. I think he's one of the only few that has not split his audience into a billion fractured things, because like both of the Jimmys, Jimmy Kimmel and Jimmy Fallon, they'll talk about stuff in a way that's very like polarizing. Even if you agree with them, I don't care. I don't watch any of them. I don't even watch Conan. um, but it feels like from what I've seen, Conan is the only one that seems to like fall on that line of most people can watch the majority of his content and be fine with it, even if like I think Conan's very funny, and I've never watched some of his content and been like, "Oh, that's gonna make somebody mad," because I'm not that passionate enough about any of the topics that they cover to get angry with it. But he's very overall comedy instead of very specific cultural point opinion jokes. I don't know if that makes sense, but I've always kind of felt that way about Conan. Drinking from my fake can of Sprite that's green. Um, but I thought, oh no, it's the other one. This one. Robot says that when I think of Conan, I think of him grinding it out during the writer's strike, just crawling around in the. Yeah, yes, he definitely seems more of like a personable. He seems more like a human being than a talking head. I think that might be the best way that I can sum it up. But yes, that's a good point when it comes to like the type of stuff that people think with Conan. So here is a very like this is the Hollywood Reporter. So this is just a bunch of people sniffing their own farts, but it has all the information, even if it doesn't look pretty. And my God, do they want you to click on these links? So up first, we have the Best Picture, which was won by One Battle After Another. Tyson ended up seeing this one and saying it was really fun, and he wanted to see it again, which is always a good sign. For me, I thought Frankenstein was incredible. A lot of people were gunning for Sinners. I wish I saw One Battle After Another because I both liked Frankenstein and Sinners. Best director went to the guy who directed the best movie. Does that makes total sense? I don't think there's any reason for me to really hammer out more details on this one. Best actor did go to Michael B. Jordan, and anytime that there is an actor who is playing multiple roles through whether it's like twins, or even if you want to get something as goofy as like Eddie Murphy movies or something like that, or like Tyler Perry where he plays a bunch of different characters, it's difficult, even if it is like a goofy, like shitty comedy of Tyler Perry's or something like that. Anytime that you're, especially in like a high budget movie like this, if you're playing multiple roles in that movie, hell, I'll even give it to Jim Carrey in Sonic when it comes to playing Dr. Robotnik and his own dad. It's impressive. So I can 100% get behind this one. Seeing this also just made me realize that Timothy Charlemagne is on here, and his movie Marty Supreme. People were just dogging this movie because it didn't win anything, but apparently when it comes to like Hollywood-esque stuff, they wanted it to win everything, but it just flopped in every imaginable way. Best actress was Jessie Buckley in Hamnet, which I did not see, so I can't really comment on that one. Best supporting actor was for Sean Penn in One Battle After Another. Once again, if Tyson was here, maybe he could talk about it. From the advertisements, he looked really good. Best supporting actress was in Weapons. I was very happy about this because I thought this was well deserved. And Weapons is a horror movie, and horror is finally getting some damn respect at the Oscars. So I'm very happy about that. As soon as I saw this, because I did not think it was going to be her. No offense to her, she was incredible in the movie. I would have given it to her hands down, but I thought for sure it was going to go to any of the other ones because generally you do not see horror touch these lists at all. I didn't even look. Did Zach? No. Okay, I wasn't sure if Zach. I can't remember his last name. The guy that directed Weapons. I wasn't sure if he got nominated for Best Director. But yes, very happy about this one. Apparently they're going to do a prequel about her, and I don't know how I feel about that as a concept because it takes away a lot of the like aura, or like, I think you get what I'm trying to say. It takes away a lot of the mystique around it, of that character. So best adapted screenplay, also One Battle After Another. This won so many more awards than I thought. Like, I knew it had big names and like a big budget behind it, but when I was looking at what it was competing with this year, I didn't think it necessarily stood out more than any of the other stuff that I'm seeing on this list. But hey, that's I guess that's just me. And then for here, we've got Best Original Screenplay, which was for Sinners. I can get behind that. I have no complaints there. Best Animated Feature, we all knew what this was going to be. And since Tyson's not here, I can dog on it. I did not like K-pop Demon Hunters. I whatever. To me, it was such a nothing burger of a movie. I know that it was made by the same people that made the Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. That's great. This movie, I can look at the animation and I can look at the story and be like, I'm sure that was very, very enjoyable for somebody else. Not my jam. So I don't think anybody was surprised at this. I would be shocked if somebody thought it wasn't going to be this. Yeah, I'm glad that people like it. Like, it's one of those things where unless it's something that I fundamentally hate, I try not to dog on what people like. I'm just saying, for me, K-pop Demon Hunters did not scratch that itch for me, and I don't know why. I don't know. I'm not a K-pop person, and the story without the K-pop part couldn't keep me. But I'm very glad that a lot of people like it. Um, and enjoy it, especially because I'm a huge fan of like anime and like Japanese rock music and stuff like that. So anytime that people like that realm of culture, I'm always very excited. This one was not the one that got me. Um, I was a big advocate and talked a lot to the begrudgment of Tyson about the Chainsaw Man movie and the Demon Slayer movie because I loved those. Um, which I guess I don't know what time frame they have to fit in to get here, but K-pop Demon Hunters I think definitely on viewership because it was way more um, I almost said user friendly, but like more broad audience. It's like family comedy versus somebody that's like Ralphie May. You know what I mean? Uh, but I thought if I were to give any animated movie an award this year, it would have been Chainsaw Man. The story was really good, but the it's still to this day, I think, the best animation I've ever seen in a film, period. You might be able to get me on some Studio Ghibli stuff because I love Studio Ghibli, however you say it. I always get flustered in the moment and say it wrong. But outside of Studio Ghibli, it is the best animation I think I've ever seen in a movie. Um, but people really liked K-pop Demon Hunters, and I'm sure K-pop Demon Hunters had a huge benefit with the music written entirely for it. So good for them. I'm glad that Zootopia 2 didn't win. That's where I'll go. I'm just glad that Zootopia 2 did not win. Um, and then I heard of Elio, and I had heard of Arco, but I hadn't heard of this one. Um, but yeah, I mostly just didn't want Zootopia to win because I'm relatively anti-Disney. I guess Elio is there as well, but at least Elio had some semblance of originality is a weird word, but it wasn't a sequel. Sequels are a big thing for me. I love sequels. I watch many sequels. It's weird that sequels get a lot of awards, especially when it comes to like there was one year that I think a sequel got best original screenplay or something like that, or original something, and I was like, it's not original if it's a sequel. But that's beside the point. Best international feature. Hey, welcome, Jake. Glad to have you. I popping in with tons of emojis. That's awesome. I like how they're all animated, and I never realized that if I hover over them, it makes them like really big. So that's awesome. Because half the time I feel like an old man, kind of like, so that worked out. Um, I don't necessarily have anything to say about any of these. I'd only heard of two of them on this list. I'd heard of The Secret Agent, and I'd also heard of Sentimental Values. Everyone was buzzing about Sentimental Values. So I guess good for that one. This is one of them that's hard for me to necessarily chat about. Yeah, Studio Ghibli. Speaking of them, as of last week, Kiki's Delivery Service is back in theaters. That's awesome. Um, so I don't know if I'll be able to get the tickets in time because I heard that you have to order like 2 or 3 months out. But I just found out that Japan has an entire museum dedicated to Studio Ghibli. And in that museum, there are always 3 rotating short films that have never been released, and you can only see them in that museum. And apparently, there's like 10 or 12 that it just cycles throughout the year, and you don't know which ones you're going to see until you get there that day. So you can't like predict it. And my wife, now that I'm married, my wife and I are going to Japan in May. So we were really hoping to. I'm really hoping to get some tickets to that if it's not too late. So that's something I'm gonna look into this weekend when things finally calm down a little bit. But Kiki's Delivery Service is fantastic. It's funny. Macy doesn't necessarily like Studio Ghibli because when she watched Spirited Away like really young and it scared her, so she never really watched Studio Ghibli after that. So I think her and I might watch some coming up. But best documentary film or best documentary feature. The Alabama Solution I heard of. Come See Me in Good Light I heard of. Never heard of Cutting Through the Rocks. Mr. Nobody was good. I did see that one. And then, which is funny because the winners tend to be the ones that I've seen, not even necessarily because they're the best, but maybe they just had the best marketing team. You know what I mean? So that's always funny.
Yeah, Oscars.
And then we have best animated short. It also looks like Mr. Man himself is joining. I'm putting him on blast right now. I don't know if he can hear me, but you see him horking down something from a bowl, maybe some soup or maybe some cereal. There he is. That's my guy. It's like, somebody said that they slept through their alarm.
I did.
Taking
I
a
set
little
an alarm,
napper.
and then I took a nap, and then I woke
but also,
up
I
late.
can't hear you right now, which is interesting.
Yeah, I like to be
It
interesting.
looks like you're getting picked up on the stream though, so that's odd. I'm gonna try something real quick.
Here, I was an EB sleepy
Nope,
boy.
that didn't fix it. All right, everybody. Give me like 10 seconds here while I figure out the audio. How about now? There we go. All right.
Am I in?
Yep, just a small setting. You're really tiny though. Like on the stream when I loaded you in, you're a very tiny man right now. And I think since your lights are off, I'm picking up a lot of your green screen.
No, my lights are on. Everything should be normal.
Nice. That's okay. We're just getting a little bit of green around your shoulders. Nice. We were doing a very quick overview of the Oscars.
An Oscar view, if you will.
Yes, an Oscar view. And we've made it to best casting, so I think we're a little little over halfway. There we go.
Well, we're halfway there.
Yeah. And a lot of it is figuring out how many things Marty Supreme didn't win. That seems to be most of this right now. I didn't realize that so many people were apparently expecting that movie to sweep.
They were pushing for it. They're doing all the marketing for it. Like a lot of time Oscars don't win because they're not good. They're just the one that's like pushed the hardest.
Yes, and it absolutely was. And when I tell you that it has been years since there's been a movie that I have maybe not given less of a shit about, it's that movie.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. I do like how he shot himself in the foot, which is my favorite part. That he was just like, no one even sees the Oscar ballet anymore. I'm so cool and good. Like, hey, you didn't win. Ah, son of a bitch.
Oh, that was a Timothy Chalamet thing?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I saw in passing an article that he fell down the stairs. Did you hear about that?
I hope so.
Damn. What's all the Timothy Chalamet hate for?
He's younger than me. He can take it.
Oh, okay. I gotcha. Because he's somebody that I just don't care about. Like, I have never heard of him doing something that's like egregious or bad or something I disagree with, but I've also never once seen anything with him that I think is better because of him.
Yeah, he's fine. Like, he's in Dune or whatever, but
yeah. But I feel like a lot of other people could have done Dune. It's like, feels like he's just a handsome boy that puts butts in seats. Like, that's what it counts.
He is mouse pretty, or mouse handsome, I think is what they call him.
Rat. He's a rat boy.
Mm-hmm.
But
which you think would make me like him.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true. Best cinematography went to Sinners. I kind of summed up on this list that if it went to Sinners or Frankenstein, I was not surprised at all. I am surprised how much love One Battle After Another got, because I thought it was good, but didn't beat out Frankenstein or Sinners on most things. I don't know how you feel about that as somebody who has seen One Battle After Another.
Yeah, I liked them. I mean, Sinners is more what I would like to have win an Oscar, but I can see why One Battle won the Oscar.
Gotcha. I was telling everybody the one that I was most excited for was where's she at? Amy Madigan, I forgot her name. For Weapons. Got Best Supporting Actress in Weapons.
Hell yeah.
And I was so excited because horror does not get the respect it deserves at the Oscars. We have best animated short, The Girl Who Cried Pearls. I honestly have only heard of that and Butterflies, so can't really speak on that one. We just did that one. Best costume design went to Frankenstein, and it should have. That was excellent. Like, don't get me wrong, Sinners was very like timepiece when it comes to the era, but Frankenstein's like costume design, they like that was a movie that built a world. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So not upset at that at all. Avatar Fire and Ash, it's all CG. Like, what costumes did they design?
It's the green morph suit.
Yeah, which I guess you could say like the costumes had to be CGI'd and stuff like that, so they're building the costumes on the computer. But it's like, that's not what I want to see. Like, call me an old man yelling at a cloud, but I don't want to see a computer animation get best costume design.
Yeah, that should be its own category. Like, I mean,
Oh yeah, for sure.
best CGI is one, right? Yeah.
Best animated show, which was K-pop Demon Hunters. Also, are you eating cereal out of a popcorn bowl?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, it's just such a big bowl.
I'm a tiny guy, actually.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for anybody that was here earlier, Tyson was at the wedding. Did you have a good time?
No, moving on. And
Yeah.
yeah, it was great. It was a nice time.
Excellent sound design by Tyson throughout the wedding.
Yep.
But how many more of these do we
Matchbox
have?
20 if it was me, but
Yes, I'm sure you would. Best film editing. Now that we're getting towards these bottom of the list, this is the categories that really trail off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Best live action short. It's like, all right, okay, we get it. Best makeup and hairstyle also went to Frankenstein. Well deserved.
Mm-hmm.
Best original score went to Sinners. Okay.
I mean, Stella Brother, Where Art Thou? But
it's
pretty
true,
good.
true. Best original song went to Golden by K-pop Demon Hunter. Is that one of them that you got on your playlist there, bud?
It is. Yep.
Nice.
It's a very popular song. Very
oh yeah,
popular song.
Sure it is. I don't doubt that one bit. Best production design went to Frankenstein. Frankenstein won more than I thought.
Which is interesting because for Netflix.
Yeah,
for Netflix.
Which Netflix, I guess, kind of came out swinging a few years with like I almost said Frankenstein, but that's what we're talking about now. But like
with more Frankenstein.
Well, Netflix has the first ever streaming show that got not only nominated but won, and that was, what was it called? House of Cards.
Oh,
so
yeah.
They came out swinging with some, like, it was House of Cards, Orange is the New Black, Stranger Things. Like, there for like 5 years, they were at every award ceremony. But then I think they just started to phone it in for the views, you know?
Yeah, I mean, that tracks. You get everyone there, and then you just keep them there, right?
Yeah.
Getting them there is the hardest part.
For sure. Visual effects went to Avatar. Sure, I'll give him that one, even though I have not liked Avatar since the first one. But visual effects, they are very gorgeous movies. I think they are just very boring. It's like,
yeah,
if it wasn't for the great, like, animation and CGI and the world around it, the stories do not hold up. I will die on that hill.
Stories are the most. It's kind of like one of those things with, like, the reason why the White Stripes is great is because it's really simple drums with a like amazing guitar. Like, it would take away if it was any better. I don't think that's the same thing as as this.
Avatar.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, good on them for winning. If I'm gonna give them anything, it's gonna be visual effects. But just, you're just so boring. Just imagine if they had a good story and it looked good. Like,
yeah, it's James Cameron built the submarine. Like, do more, build less submarine, write better story.
Yeah, I agree. But that's really the end of the Oscars. The only reason I wanted to talk about the Oscars to begin with is because the first time in like 18 years, viewership went up.
Oh, it's Conan
Mm,
O'Brien was there. So
That's what I said. That's exactly what I said. Yes. Like, and
I
viewership
like
went
how
up by 1%.
they are
Yes.
jazzed on that 1%. They're
Yeah.
like, "Did
Oh,
you
yeah.
know?"
Maybe we're not dying. Like,
Sir, we're still dying. Ah, son of a bitch.
but yeah, so that was the end of the Oscars. We're gonna save the second headline of the live stream for a little bit later.
Okay.
Um, but I wanted to talk about Pikmin. Have you heard about this, Tyson?
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. You mean the Pal World mock-off?
Is it or is it an everything mock off? Like,
I don't
so
know if it's everything,
we're
but
gonna watch the trailer
okay,
muted because I don't know if they've copyrighted the sound,
okay.
right? But let's just break down everything that not only I have found, but after I found like a dozen blatant things. I
All
watched a
right.
video where people were pointing out like how many things that they have cut it so close on when it comes to just potential lawsuits.
All
Like,
right, and this is the official trailer, yeah?
this is the official trailer that is posted to Steam right now.
Okay,
So I'm going to pause it when the first thing happens. Okay, you
okay.
ready?
I'm loading in. Hang on, I'm still. Oh, there it is. All right, I'm going.
Oh, okay, right there. Boom. He ran up the mountain. It's like,
It's Studio
jumped
Ghibli, right?
on. No, it's the Breath of the Wild's first
Oh,
trailer.
Breath of the Wild. That's
The
right.
very first Breath of the Wild is him coming up over the horizon to see the landscape and then jumping on the glider, one for
Mm-hmm.
one. I was like, then we've got legally distinct Pikachu with
Yeah.
the same ears. Like, say what you want about Power World, we'll get there. But it's got, they literally just duct taped the tail and ears onto a yellow blob.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh, so there's the
And
first
then like,
defense. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
oh god. Well, I might be a little ahead of you on the trailer because he
Mm,
hops in. They hop in the water. That's just blue Bulbasaur. Uh,
well,
they
hang on,
stole that
I haven't
model
made it.
from
So
yeah. Okay, my bad.
Pikmin, the
Yeah.
creature that he's flying next to looks very Rayquaza.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
So yeah,
creativity's hard.
jump in the water, and then they're in a cave. There's just a scorpion. That clearly looks like
Well, there's like a
I
blue
don't.
Bulbasaur or a blue Venusaur up in the top left. Like they really
Oh, I missed the big blue Venusaur. Oh yeah, son of a bitch.
yeah. And then
It's
the
like,
three on the side, those are just straight out of Pal
of
World.
Power World, yeah, and they just added an extra fin on that big one in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Yeah, the cave, which I didn't notice necessarily anything about the cave. I can't
Yeah.
remember the name of it, but it's like Dinosum or something like that, just with a mushroom on its head for a
Yep.
pal.
It's different now.
That looks like a bravery that he's flying on.
Yeah,
That's
they're hot
another
dropping in like in Fortnite.
uh there's the yeah, they are. And then this blue one, there's another dinosaur looking one that
Hey, is that
it's
one
just
headbutting, eating, or fucking that tree?
yes. Yes. Three things can be possible. That is just the Llama King or whatever the hell it was called, just red because it's fire this time. And then if you pause when he's petting it, tell me that that is not Breath of the Wild Link, literally
It's
in the blue tunic.
his name is Long.
Long, yeah, right. Long. His hair is slightly different because the long part is in the front and he doesn't have like a bun.
Yeah.
But face, the tunic, and the glove, like that is literally Link. So we've got Pokemon, we've got Power World, we've got the Legend of Zelda. Like so far, just egregiously in this trailer. There's legally distinct Pikachu. It literally has
With the emo haircut.
with an emo haircut, but instead of it having pink cheeks, it's just a pink little dash of hair on both sides of the mouth. But if you're looking
Mm-hmm.
for like trademark things, it's got the pink cheeks, it's got the black tip tail and ears, like the same general shape. Like it's
Yeah. They got the sweatshop factory from Pal World. They have
yeah. Oh, that was another thing. I almost
egg
forgot.
incubators from Pal World.
If you pause it, Yes. So right here, I'm 99% sure that that's literally just the furnace asset from Power World. I'm
I mean,
90% sure.
here's the funny thing: if Power World bought that asset off of like a site that was like you can use it,
I'm
but
sure they
not,
did.
yeah. That way, it's so funny. It's like, yeah, it's a knockoff technically, because it's in both games, bought from Jim's
Yeah.
Furnaces.
Excuse me. Similar workbench, multiplayer.
It does look like you can make a moonshine still, so I'm excited about
Ooh,
that.
that's
Oh,
cool.
they got the
I was gonna shit on the penguin, but this kind of gets into the category where we were talking shit about Pokemon suing Power World, where it's like, look, a penguin's a penguin.
yeah, yeah.
Like
Well, they have the
how
oh god, I can't remember his name. Anubis Pokemon. If when you zoom in back out from the still,
the Anubis, is that before the bear?
it's before what you're looking at. Yeah,
We're zooming out from the
yeah,
still.
right. Oh, yeah, right about there. Let
Okay.
play. Oh no, from the still. Yeah, you'll see a big copper still. It's gonna cut to a close shot.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah. Like, holy
That's just
shit.
Anubis.
Oh, that's so funny. I think they literally changed the hair to be like 2 long dreads instead of like 4. But even people said Anubis was just a copied clone of
Lucario, right?
Lucario. I almost wanted to say
Yeah,
Riolu, but that's the first evolution.
yeah.
Um,
This is pretty crazy.
it is pretty crazy. Now here's the thing: the cow in the background, it's a cow. I'm not going to bitch
It's a
about that
cow.
one.
That one's yeah.
Like, the more of a normal animal it is, the less I'm going to say like, "Oh, that's Power World."
Yeah, they really hot dogged the mouth of that penguin though, and really hot dog bun in it.
Yeah, they did.
They got karate pedo bear.
Which the that looks almost identical to, I think it's like Mossda. It's like a moss panda. It looks
Mm-hmm.
incredibly similar to that, just with a slightly
Yep.
different mouth, and it's brown.
And you gambit them with a card. Legally
Now,
distinct.
I will say, if I was gonna give this trailer any like kudos, I think the card capturing system is kind of cool. That was
Plus,
the
you
only
keep it in a little
prop I was gonna
box.
give them.
You don't got to keep them on a like in your hip. You keep them in a little case. Put a sleeve on them,
Well,
keep them protected.
I was just thinking, like, when it comes to successful series like Yu-Gi-Oh, I would say Yu-Gi-Oh is the most successful card game that's had a TV show, or like
Okay.
cross media. Capturing like the essence of a creature on a card and then kind of playing a card game with those creatures is a cool idea to me.
Yeah, that
It's
is
the
cool.
only unique thing in this entire trailer. It's like,
I believe you're right because I'm kind of speeding through the rest of it just because of like, yep, there it is. Yep, all right, okay, all right, yep. Like it's so much of just like
just
knockoff.
blatant things.
Yeah.
But this one, the one if you're looking at my screen, which maybe if the stream's caught up, it genuinely looks like the color scheme of I shouldn't have started with the color scheme. It looks like Rayquaza
Mhm,
with the
mhm.
color scheme of Giratina. That's it. That's what I was trying to say.
Okay.
Which if you look at Giratina's colors and then just look at Rayquaza, you've got this sumbitch right here.
Man, I wish I was this bold.
I know. Uh, in the volcano, a phoenix is a phoenix. I won't give him too much shit on that one. That one's not close enough for me to tell, but it looks vaguely Charizard-y, but eh. I might be stretching it a bit. I might just trying to be a
Yeah.
bit too nitpicky on that one.
Well, here's the thing that upsets me most on YouTube, and this video has 62,000 views, and we don't, so I hate them more.
Now, this one to me is the most egregious out of everything that is just a blatant ripoff of a blatant ripoff. And this was before I literally was pointed out by you, the Anubis one, because that
Mhm,
was
mhm.
one for one. Was the mammoth. Like the big green
Yeah.
leafy mammoth is the first boss that you see in Power World.
Yeah. Hang on, someone's at
That
my door. I'll be right back. I
oh
gotta be right back.
nice. I'll just keep pointing out the crazy lawsuits that they're trying to catch. Um, and instead of shooting like bullets to get away from Power World, they're shooting like little energy orbs. But that's another thing where it's like a firearm is a firearm, even if they used like actual bullets. I don't see them being able to be like, well, just because we have firearms, you can have firearms. So whatever, I'll give them that. But even the character design is incredibly similar. The shoulder missile yeah. I don't know if Power World has a motorcycle, so I'll give them that one too. Oh, that was it. And maybe I can wait on Tyson for this one because I think he played a little bit of Overwatch. I cannot remember. But apparently, this dude is nearly a 1-for-1 for an Overwatch character. That was one of them. There's like 3 or 4 that I've said so far, but this was one of them that was pointed out because I never have played Overwatch. Overwatch is so far from a game that I would enjoy. But I couldn't tell you the name. But apparently this is like a complete rip of an Overwatch character. So that's funny. But they've got like raiders and stuff. I love like monster catching games. So like I could see where a lot of this stuff would be cool. That's just a dive straight out of Breath of the Wild. 100%. That looks neat, but that doesn't look like gameplay. That 100% just looked like a cutscene that they made. I don't think you're going to be able to do that in the game. But yeah, so that's Pikmin, the game that is basically like speed running lawsuits, as far as I'm concerned. So, was that your Dilder delivery?
Yeah. Oh, did you not come back with a skip on my step? No, they had the wrong door.
Oh, that's fun. There is a scene. You played Overwatch a little bit, didn't you?
Yeah.
People were telling me that, let's see, this guy. Apparently, he's like a 1-for-1 ripoff. Okay, cool. Somebody in that video, they were like, this is just an Overwatch character, but I could not remember either the name of it or, I mean, if that's valid, I never played Overwatch. But yeah, they were like,
it's so very similar.
So far, we've got 6 different brands that are that are punching this thing with lawsuits.
Yeah, if you're gonna steal a lot, I guess.
Yeah, right. If you steal everything, they can't all sue you at once.
Only one person's able to sue you. You know,
but
at a time, legally.
Yeah, I think the real question is whether people think that this is going to be successful enough to get sued. Because apparently a lot of these little side project games, if they don't get above a certain dollar amount, people won't even mess with the legalities of it. But
interesting. And I assumed they would just be like, get them, grind their bones to dirt.
Yeah, because I like capture creature stuff. It's a shame that that for the longest time Pokemon kind of had the absolute majority. Yeah, because Digimon never got a fair shake here in the States.
Yeah, yeah.
It was also hard initially for me to look up stuff about Pikmin, because there is a Digimon called Pikmin. So if you just Google Pikmin, the Digimon comes up first. So, but yeah, is there anything else that you had to say about this?
I pre-ordered it, and so
did you really?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's on the company card.
Yeah, all 7 copies of it. Oh, but it's gonna have online co-op.
Oh, and I'm assuming you either have enemies or you can make yourself look cool by what happens on the motorcycle.
That was interesting. But both the motorcycle and the ending where they're falling and then summon the pal, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. The Pokeowl.
Those clearly weren't gameplay. Like that's a cutscene. Like if you watch the motorcycle, that's a cutscene. So that could very easily just be a boss that you fight, and you can't do that. It does show the player character falling through the sky and then summoning a Pikmin to catch them to take off, which is very similar to what you could do in Skyward Sword, where you could summon your bird while falling like that.
Mhm.
Um, but
I
but yeah,
wonder I wonder if they went and found everything that was legally, like, how world walk so this game could run, where they're like, "How close can we get?"
yeah. It's just so funny to me. They're even teasing a big boss like it's a sequel game, and we give a shit about who any of these people are.
Yeah, like, I don't know.
It's like, is that
Uh,
Thanos? Like, it was like
it's
giving
the
off that energy.
it's the Jumbler, look out.
Ugh, but yeah, there was no way that I. Oh man, phew, buddy, I'm a sleep deprived boy.
Man, I yeah. If I would have been zero fun without that nap. That was
yeah.
rough.
um, but yeah,
Just
so
all
it's
day at work, just being like, I can't wait to leave so I can go lay down. Just from the moment I walked in. Like,
yeah,
they've
because you had the Sunday show, right?
yeah, I had the Sunday show,
Yeah,
and then it was just big weekend running around doing too much stuff, working on too much stuff.
definitely.
Whew. Yeah,
Um,
it was a good time though.
but that's everything I got for Pikmin. It's crazy how much content you can get out of 2 minutes of just blatant forgery. It's
Theft.
oh man. And then I had a second just goofy article to talk about
Hmm.
before we get into some more stuff with some context. But ex Overwatch boss says, and I quote, "Shut the
Sorry,
fuck up about games you'll never play." I was
that's for for a minute. I thought you meant like ex Overwatch boss, so it was like a character in like a boss character, be like, "Whoa,
oh,
shut the fuck up about games you'll never play."
yeah. But oh, dang it. Come on.
You got this,
I
buddy.
gotta. No, I don't think I do.
Never mind. I take it back.
I'm falling apart at the seams. But yeah, so I just thought this was hilarious. So I understand the sentiment, but I feel like he's missing the point. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
Because like, here's
I
the thing.
get.
No,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Well, it's like I get why, like he's probably tired of getting criticism, but he's also like games you'll never play. Also, you play. Everyone played Overwatch. Shut the fuck up. Everyone played Overwatch.
Yeah, I didn't, and I still talk shit.
Most everybody. I played it enough for both of us. Okay.
Oh yeah, I would say the majority of fans of shooter games played it.
Yeah.
Um, but he's coming from a point of like, well, if you're never going to play the game anyway, then you don't have a right to say whether it was a good game or not.
Yeah.
Sure. I understand, and I also can empathize a little bit with the frustration because I am a huge fan of like strategy games and like
Mhm.
turn-based games and stuff like that. And I have like relatives or whatever that are like your typical Call of Duty like chads, right? And they'll be like, "Oh, you play those stupid, shitty ass, boring. For why would I want to just take time to like move a bunch of pieces when I can?" It's like, okay, I get it. It's
Yeah.
not your genre. You don't like it. Shut the fuck up. I've also been very guilty of it myself. I don't like roguelikes. I shit on roguelikes because I feel like they're such a waste of time. I understand what he's saying. That being said, that's not why people bitch about Overwatch.
No. No.
That is
Not
not why people complain about Overwatch at all.
not goonable enough.
Yeah, people
Uh,
complain about Overwatch because Marvel Rivals came out as a free-to-play game and stomped your ass for a year and a
and
half. Like that's
and made it
like,
the most goonable.
yeah, yeah. So if this was coming from most people, sure, I get it.
Yeah.
As a wannabe professional shit talker, totally understand. Like,
Which is the
totally
ironic
understand.
thing. The ironic thing for me is like, yeah, I get like I'm usually with the yeah, hey, just don't criticize games you're not gonna play. But to be
Mhm.
like the ex Overwatch boss to be like, guys, don't be mean. Like,
Which I don't know. I guess I didn't get through the full article, but maybe he's not. Maybe the ex Overwatch boss was like a gotcha, and he's complaining about like a new project that he's working on.
I'm assuming it's not just I'm assuming it's not just Overwatch he's talking about. Like, I think he just doesn't enjoy the current state of like criticism in the scene right now because it is a
Yeah.
lot of people just being like, I hate this. Was it the bean soup theory? You know, what if I don't like beans? And then you don't eat any bean soup, dude.
Yeah,
Like it's
yeah, right. So the in this article, this is not the one that I watched, but it had the title that showed the thing. But so apparently this complaint came out during a 10-hour live stream,
okay.
and during his segment it was showcasing his new project, The Legend of California, a first-person survival game set during California's gold rush period. I have never
Okay.
heard of that, but we're looking it up right now because I want to see if this is dog shit or not.
That's the thing is like I haven't heard of this game. Hard to make fun of, like hard to criticize something if I don't know what it is.
But here's the thing:
I don't know if it exists.
if the game hasn't come out yet and people are just judging it off the trailer, maybe you had a shitty trailer. It's not
That's
that
also
they'll never
true.
play this game. Maybe they'll never play it because of your shit ass trailer. It's like, there's
It was called
layers.
it was called The Legend of California, yeah?
Yes, I just pulled up the Steam page to pull up the trailer. Once again, no audio because I still don't know the minute details of audio copyright. I know video fair use, but all right. So we got a guy on a horse. We have some what look like dated graphics. Oh, okay.
We can pickaxe some ground. Okay.
Well, it's a survival game, which generally survival games don't have the best graphics because they have to make everything like malleable, like to mine the
Mm-hmm.
dirt or cut the trees.
Yeah.
It
Uh
the
it
shooting
does look like a
mechanics
nice
don't look great. I like the
was like
destructible environment. I'll give him that.
yeah.
Like when
The
he shot the
graphics look
guy
like
and he
a
fell through the railing. Solid.
oh, oh I'm watching the 10-hour live stream. I'll let you
Oh,
know
okay.
what my opinion is when I finish watching it.
Yeah,
Uh
right. It
yeah, the
looks
graphics are fine.
very old.
Yeah. It
Like if
looks
you told me that this game came out in
2012.
2013, oh, there we go. We were a year off,
Hey.
but yep.
Uh-huh.
If this came out in like 2012 or 2013 or like around Ark Survival, I'd be like, "Oh, this looks amazing."
Yeah.
But this doesn't seem really distinguishable from any other survival game other than it's the Midwest.
Yeah, I think that's about it. You're playing cowboy.
Yeah.
Uh yeah, it doesn't have like good I watched a guy get shot in the trailer and he fell down and his body snapped into a position. Like it didn't
Yeah.
ragdoll at all. It just snapped in and then another like the throwing animation, like there's just a hand and then the item also was just it was you know what I mean? It wasn't a
There's
throwing animation. It was an arm moving with a yeah.
Yes. So I'm not going to dog on it too much. I don't think I didn't watch it and immediately go, oh, that's why people are complaining. You know,
Yeah.
looks
No.
like it just needs more time in the oven.
Yes. It looks like they played that one mini game in Red Dead and was like, let's make a whole game around this.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're gonna whistle while we do it.
Yes. Yeah. Whistle while you work. Okay. So, ba-da-da. I didn't have too much stuff. I had your two articles pulled up, which I was saving for you, and then I wanted
Hmm.
to talk about the Oscars, Pikmin, the Overwatch guy. Um, but now I think we just have our last two. So let's
Hmm.
talk about the boys. You had the
Ooh,
boys
the
brought up.
segment I'm calling it the Boy Watch.
The boy watch.
We're watching the boys. We got
Yes.
the new trailer out. It's gonna be the final season of the boys, which
Before they get into 14 different spin-off series.
yeah,
It's like,
before they Walking Dead it. Uh,
yeah.
yeah, but right now we are at it's at 2019, so it's only been 6 years. Wait,
Okay.
that can't be right. That's not right at all. I think that was. Let's see, Boys season 1. Is it really only 2019?
I'm not
Crazy.
100% sure.
I swear to God, it's been in development longer than this. That's all right.
Then
I take back a
7
little bit of
years?
my criticism. Yeah,
You thought it was longer than 7 years?
I thought it was doing the Stranger Things.
Oh, okay. I mean, it kind
but
of
hey,
did. Yeah.
kinda 5 seasons, 7 years though. I will give that one. That is not egregious. It's pretty good. I'll
Oh,
take
you're
it.
saying season 1 came out in 2019.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
now I'm
Season 1,
back on board
2019.
because I thought you meant season 4 came out in 2019. And I was like, okay,
No,
yeah,
no,
so
no. 6
huh.
series, yeah. Yeah, no, so it's gonna be, pretty much one a year, which is good. I think their
Yep.
big gap was between like seasons 1 and 2 and 4 and 5, I think,
Say, look at
ironically.
us being a fool. It's
Yep.
like
I'll admit it. Nah, I was wrong.
oh yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, 7 years is a very long time to have, especially when you're putting any kind of political commentary in on it. That it just
Yeah.
keeps. It's been a weird 7 years.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, you look at season 1 and nothing got below an 8. Season 2, only one got below an 8. Season 3, once again, everything above an 8.
hmm
But then you get to season 4 and everything's hovering
yeah,
around basically a 7 with the exception of 2 episodes.
yeah. I like what they're doing as a fan of the series.
Mhm.
I like what they did. What they changed up a lot of stuff with the show versus the comics, which I think was a good call, a
I do
very
too.
good call.
I like the
Uh,
comics. I finally read them for what they are. Would not work on television
mm-mm.
and push the envelope in an annoying way.
Yes, they did the edgy to be edgy for edgy's sake.
Yes. They thought I
Which
want to be the Watchman, but like way more blatant and in your face about it. It's like
yeah, I want to be. They
there
wouldn't
were
be kind of bad. They'd be really shady.
yeah, like there were parts where I was reading the comic book and I was like, okay, I get it. It's like it's all right. Um,
Yeah,
but I can appreciate it all the same. It's one of those things where it felt like, can we just move on? Like, let's just
but I'm
keep
excited
it.
to see the new one. Anthony Starr's doing a great job. Not Kurt Russell.
Butcher,
Help me
talking
out.
about
Kurt
Butcher,
Carl Urban.
Carl
Carl Urban.
Urban. Yep.
Yeah, they're doing great. Like, yeah. So I'm excited to see it end. I'm very curious how it's gonna go.
Yeah, because I don't know how much you want to get into spoilers for the comic books, or if you wanted to go the route of like this happened in the comics, this is what I think is going to happen in the show. But I would be more than happy to chat something like that since I've read it now.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
So
I'm
I guess
looking up.
just
Let me
big
see.
like flashing. Let me get in front of the camera. Boop boop.
Spoiler,
Spoiler
spoiler,
warning for the
spoiler.
boys comic book. Everyone fucking dies. It's like-
uh,
Do you think they're going to take a similar approach or veer it? Because I don't think there's going to be nearly as much character death as the comics.
I think it does.
You think so?
I think at the very. I don't know. I mean, I guess they're giving everyone powers, so it'd be a really weird thing to. Ooh, it'd be really weird for them to do it.
Now, I can't remember for the life. I can remember almost every character, but Starlight, what ends up happening to her? I
Wait,
was
no,
going through all the characters in my head, and she's the
yeah.
only one that I cannot remember her ending in the comic.
If I remember correctly, or don't her and Huey kind of walk off in the sunlight together?
I think so. I think so. I'm pretty sure. I remember Huey obviously being the only person that lived out of the
Yeah.
like the original. Um, I thought that I think Mother's Milk might be the most popular of like the boys outside of Butcher. Probably a lot of people like
Mhm.
Mother's Milk.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna. I think they're gonna keep him alive. I think if they change anything, I think they would find a way to keep Mother's Milk alive.
Yeah, and I'm reading the wiki. Starlight, Andy January. She and Huey get married, and they
Okay,
you know yeah.
cool. Um, but I think they're gonna keep Frenchie and I
Kimiko,
don't know what is Oniko. Is that what it is?
Komiko.
Komiko. I wanted to say Omiko, but that didn't sound right, and it wasn't. I think they're gonna keep
Good
that.
instinct.
It was the to me, it was the most impactful, like holy shit moment from the ending.
Yes, that they finally kind of smooch it up and then get bagged
Yeah. Yep. Just the realization of it's anytime a character gets like that 5 seconds, it's
of happiness.
always devastating. Not even happiness, just like the realization. Like he looks at the explosive. He knows that there's no time to get out of there. And all they've got is that 5 seconds. You know what I mean?
Mm,
Anytime that there's something like that, it's devastating. Like I brought up
yeah.
Lost earlier when I was talking earlier about how we don't really have a cultural um like cohesive how we had like Lost or Breaking Bad or Game of Thrones because the internet's just shotgun blasted everything out.
Yeah, everything's out and everyone gets their own version of it.
Yes, yeah, yeah, yeah. But I was talking about how in Lost, or I wasn't talking about this, but I am now. In Lost, like when Charlie died, he like the whole room is filling up with water, and then it's that moment where he realizes he's not getting out, and he
Mm,
uses his last like 10 seconds to write a message to the people on the outside. Like those are the ones that people remember.
yeah.
So I think Frenchie and Komiko are definitely going to get their comic book ending, maybe in a
I
slightly different way, but
it's like I'm so curious because like for a show that's like where you're gonna be flabbergasted and we're not afraid to we don't pull any punches but it's still like a show that has like actors with contracts and
mm,
uh like oh what if we want to put them in the spin-off like so
oh, that's right.
I'm very curious what they're gonna do in not necessarily in a good way.
That's why I thought Mother's Milk would live.
Yeah, well I
He
think
seems
it's
like the
also
perfect spin-off character.
he also deserves, I think, deserves to live the most out of all of
I
them. Like he's just
agree.
trying to be a good dad.
I
He
100%
keeps,
agree.
he just keeps getting fucked over by
Yeah.
Butcher.
Yep.
Oh
I think Butcher's gone for sure. I don't think they can take.
yeah,
I don't think there is a way to write Butcher coming out of this alive.
no, Butcher's gone. Homelander's gone.
Yeah.
I think what's gonna happen. I don't know. For some reason I could foresee Huey engineering something some way to where like Butcher hits releases the disease
Yep.
and Huey has somehow like sealed him in the room or like sealed him and like him and Annie get sealed away from it. That way it kills everyone but them, kind of like in the comics.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, because I mean, in the comics, it's brutal. Like Huey and Butcher get in that fight. They fall out of that window, and Huey's leg gets like skewered on that fence.
Yeah,
And it's like a
yeah,
brutal moment. Like you even have that moment where Butcher, I guess even more spoilies because we're getting deep into this. But
yeah.
like in the comic book, Black Noir is a clone of Homelander.
Homelander. Yeah,
And the big final fight is between them to where they like the solution to Homelander was Homelander and they both beat each other to such a pulp that Butcher was finally able to just go into the survivor and crack his skull open with a crowbar.
yeah. Well, that was also the power levels of the boys in the comic. Like
Yes.
Soups in the comic is much lower.
Mm-hmm.
Like this one has huge power. Like the guy would make nuclear bombs out of his chest, and that was just a side character they
Yeah.
used to kill one time, right?
Yeah, yeah, that's true. That's so true. Soldier Boy is also way more in the show.
Oh yeah, less having sex with Homelander and less peeing himself too. So
Yeah. God dang. Like you look back and you're like, oof, they made a lot of good changes. Like,
yeah, they definitely made some good choices, in my
well,
opinion.
the trailer to the new season actually made like a joke or like a reference to that. Do you remember?
Did it?
Because
I
like
don't know. Here's the thing, guys. I don't think I watched the trailer. I skimmed it because I'm gonna watch it. I'm
Oh,
gonna
that's true.
watch it.
I watched the trailer just so we could chat about it. And I don't know if you don't want me to talk about it because of.
No, you can talk about it.
Oh,
Like
okay.
the thing is, like it's all speculation at this point. I just didn't watch it because
Yeah.
I was like, well, I'm gonna see it.
Well, you said the less having sex with Homelander thing.
Oh yeah, wait, I didn't remember. He's like, did you fuck me? What?
Yeah, in
Is
the
this a sex
trailer,
thing?
Homelander walks into
No.
the room and he's like, "Is this a sex thing?" And he's like, "What? No."
No.
Which that was a fun, cheeky,
Yeah.
like nod to anybody that read the comic. You're like,
Yeah.
"Oof."
That's funny.
Like,
I'm also it's so fun to me that like Soldier Boy's character is so much more enjoyable in this because
oh, I
it's played
know.
by I can't remember his name. Played by the
Eck-
Winchester boy.
Eccles,
Yeah, Jason Eccles. And like how
Jason.
just I could be wrong. Roast me, Supernatural fans. Come
Yeah,
get me. It counts
Jensen.
as
I want to say it was like
content.
Jensen Eccleston or
Jensen
something
Ackles.
like
Yeah,
that.
that's it. That's it. But just like his charm and like his take on the character is
Very
so
good.
fucking good because he's very, very 1940s.
Oh,
Like,
he is my favorite character. I'm assuming that you could have assumed that from me.
I know how much you like grandmas. So
But, yeah. But he is the funniest character. It's like what solidified it to me was when they walked into Herogasm and on the TV screen he's like, "That is one used butthole." Just
Ugh.
killed me. but but yeah, because in the comic books he's just such an insufferable ass.
yeah,
Like,
everyone's insufferable in there.
yeah, there's not a likable character. Even Huey in the comic book, I was like, buddy, come on. I was like, once again, I would say Mother's Milk. He was the only character in the comics that I didn't despise at some point.
Yeah,
I was like,
but and again, he also had like the most normal. He was the most. I think he was written as like to be the quote unquote straight man, to be the
yeah,
you know to be the like kind of marker against everyone else because like
yeah.
even his backstory and reasoning like for it all like very
Mhm.
legitimate reasoning.
Very legitimate reasoning. When I did read through the comic book, it was one of those things where it was like it made me realize, and I know the actor Anthony Starr has some controversy around him. I'm not diluting that.
It's been long enough. I think we don't care anymore.
Okay, I
He
gotcha.
he only hit one waiter in the face with a glass broken bottle. It's fine.
He's no James Corden, okay?
Yeah, fuck James Corden. Okay, that guy can huff farts every day. Farts that aren't his, by the way. I don't need people being like, "You'll probably like it." Everyone likes their own. He's huffing stranger farts.
Yeah. But after reading the comic book, it really, really shows you how good Anthony Starr is.
Yeah.
Because Homelander is an absolutely like diabolical maniac in the comic book, but Anthony
Ugh.
Starr makes that shit work.
Yeah, and it's also finding like the heart of the character, which is such an
Yeah.
insecure. Like he's the strongest, quote unquote, strongest superhero, but also the softest, weakest man.
Yes, and I
Even
love it.
even with all the backstory and reasoning, you're like, yeah, that would raise a messed up person. At 0 points have I ever been like, I don't know, he might have a point. Like, no, not at all. There is never,
Yeah.
not once. And if you're like, Homelander's actually not that bad, how about you go fuck yourself?
Yeah. Oh, cool. Even if you just think he's like only like 80% bad, you still got some inklings of psychopath in there. It's
That's
like,
not a good sign.
It's
Yeah.
not a good sign.
Women cover their
Um,
drinks when you're around. Like,
So to me, he falls into the because I love him as a character.
Mhm.
You know what I
Oh,
mean?
Homelander as a character?
Yes. Like
Yeah.
we've talked about how you can like a character and despise the character.
Mhm.
I always felt that way about Negan. It was like Negan, especially when he's a villain, is a despicable human. And like he has whole arcs about like atoning for his sins and the type of monster that he was, and how during the apocalypse it was the ends justify the means. Sure, he was doing heinous stuff, but at the end of the day, everybody in his society was fed. But
Yeah.
there were traits about him that was just like the character that they've built is so well packaged. You just have to appreciate their existence.
Mhm.
because as
Yeah.
heinous as it is, it's so believable. It's so like you could meet that person.
Yeah, and like you said, like I mean, good stories have great villains. Like he's driving things along.
Yeah.
He is you the big moments that are despicable, right?
Yeah.
Like the baseball bat. Ooh, yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, with Glenn.
Hmm.
But I feel that way about Homelander. It's like it's one of those things where if I was just a dude in the world of the boys, I know how I am in real life when it comes to conspiracies and shit like that.
Hmm.
I would 100% be like, this dude's got skeletons.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
you look at the absolute freaks that we have in the real world when it comes to like political power, and you amplify that to a Homelander level. Like,
Hmm.
there's a whole set of files coming out right now. I don't know if people know this or not about people that just have political power. God forbid, godlike human powers. Like,
Yeah.
and he
Oh
plays it
God.
perfectly.
Yes.
I would put it in like top 5 acting performances of all time almost. Like, not to fluff
I
him
mean,
too much, but damn.
he's really good. He's playing such a weird, like unique like style of character that it's like okay, all right, and embracing all of the ridiculousness of it. Like, oh, you'll have
Mm-hmm.
breast milk in this. You're like, okay, yep, all right. You're gonna make a doppelganger form you. You're like, okay, yeah, we are. We
Mm-hmm.
are gonna do that. Of
Uh,
course, why not?
I'm so curious what roles he gets after this.
Bet a lot. I mean, he's doing
I
all right.
hope a lot. I hope a lot because this feels like it could fall into that category of typecast. You know, because what was
Yeah.
his? Do you know much about his filmography before The Boys?
Um,
Because if I
I think
remember
he did.
correctly, it was like a couple of romantic comedies or something, right?
Yeah. Let's see.
Which I'm not
New
bashing
Zealand
romantic
actor.
comedies, but
I am. Get him. He was in Without a Paddle. I
no
forgot about
shit.
that.
Really?
Yeah. Hmm.
It's been
Let's
so
see.
long since I've seen that movie.
Covenant, American Gothic, Banshee, Lowdown, Wish You're Here. He's been in a bunch of stuff. Spies and Lies. Like he's been in a ton of stuff.
Okay, I guess nothing that has had this high a profile.
No, no. He was in Xena Warrior Princess, so I think he's good.
Okay, all right, good for him. Good for him.
Oh my god, he was in Terror Peak.
I don't know what that is.
That was a, I believe if it's the one I'm thinking of, uh, a oh, never mind. Never mind. I thought it was the one there was a volcano that erupted in LA.
Oh.
It was a New Zealand film. That other one this one was.
He
But
was in
yeah, no, I think
American Sausage Standoff. It's like I don't know what that is, but I saw the title and I couldn't resist.
I mean you got a 5.2, could be worse.
Yeah. I I hope that this leads to him getting a lot more work.
Yes, it should be.
But
Which, by the way, the American sausage standoff. Two hopeless dreamers join forces in a quest to erect the ultimate German sausage restaurant, much to the
okay.
irritation of the residents of the small town of Gutterby, who want to keep their town wholly American.
Nice.
Yep.
It's also it's also funny how different he looks than Homelander, which obviously I get it. Characters have a look, but you look at him in any other movie and it's like the dark brown hair with the full beard and
Hmm.
mustache. Like I could have watched this movie and not realized it was him.
Yeah, he would have to speak
It's
first, and I'd be like,
yes,
oh.
100%. Which good for him. I think that helps actors a lot when they can do stuff like that.
Yeah, disappear into the role.
You know how many Carl Urban movies I didn't realize were Carl Urban movies until years later? Like, it's
Yeah,
nuts.
like Dread. Just the fact that he's in Dread.
Yeah, I
He's
was
just a
gonna say
frown the whole
Dread.
time. Just a
Yeah.
scowling frown.
Oh, it's so funny. Yeah, I was 100% going there. But so you will
Yeah.
be watching the final season of The Boys.
Yep. We'll do a weekly boys update the Monday
Nice.
after. Thoughts and theories.
That sounds great. I will do my best to stay up to date.
All right. You have a couple of weeks to get your world ready. I think it comes out in
Get
3
my
weeks.
affairs in order.
Yes, I have it in
Uh,
my calendar, so yeah, about 3 weeks.
nice. Jeffrey Dean Morgan. I keep forgetting that he's in it. I like him a lot. I think he's an
I'm curious if he's
incredible
gonna
actor.
be. I wonder if he's gonna be in the new season because he was, a hallucination.
Right. And then it is Jensen Ackles. Jensen Ackles.
Yeah. Either way,
Ackles.
fine.
And then everybody's freaking out that the other guy from Supernatural is in it.
Yeah.
I
Oh, he's
never.
he's gonna be in it.
Oh, he is going to be in it. I saw
Yeah.
one season of Supernatural and thought it was pretty good, and then never got around to watching it. I'm not saying it's bad. It's just
Yeah.
time management. I guess.
Yeah, I liked Supernatural. It was fun. I watched 10 seasons, but after they killed the devil and then they started to fight like the primordial, I'm like, this is too much. We killed the devil.
Which
What are we
wasn't that
doing?
like season 5 or 6?
It may have been 5 or 6. I thought it was 10. But like
And there's 13 seasons of it or something like that.
yeah, fans love it. Like I'm glad they enjoy it. And they did some
Oh yeah,
goofy stuff, but it was one of those things. Was like I don't have time for a show that never ends.
yeah. I don't know if this is accurate. I because I've never seen it, so don't jump my ass for saying this. But somebody that I work with was saying that they felt like, because they watched both of them, they felt like Supernatural was the Buffy the Vampire Slayer of like the very next generation.
Yeah, I believe so.
Like
Yeah, that
if
feels
you were
about right.
slightly too young for Buffy the Vampire Slayer, you went head over heels for Supernatural. Which I liked Buffy the Vampire Slayer. That was a fun show.
Yeah, I liked Buffy. It was great. I watched all of it. I think except the last season. I think I'm very bad at finishing shows.
Yeah. Um. So yeah. Anything else for the boys?
No, I think that's about it. I'll be watching it, and we'll give a weekly recap and stuff, thoughts and theories, and we'll
Nice.
uh,
The
we'll see
new
what happens.
girl, I cannot remember her name to save my life, but the new girl on the 7 that replaced Stormfront, what was her name? The new
Oh,
Homelander girlfriend,
Firecracker.
Firecracker, psychopath. It's like the energy that she gives off, terrifying. It's like,
Yeah,
oh man, and her whole backstory was really good. Not good, but you know what I mean. Like it was.
yeah, yeah. Yeah.
You
No, I
can't say
really
anything about
appreciated it.
any character in The Boys and say that was good
Good?
without.
No.
It's never good.
Mm-mm.
But all right, and are you ready for the, I guess, final article?
Yeah, I think that's about it. That's all I got on my end. So yeah,
It's official. Firefly's kind of coming back.
kinda coming back.
And the reason I say
Uh,
kinda is because it's not like a live action continuation.
mm-hmm.
It's an animated series.
Yes.
The funny thing is I found out about this because of a social media post that Nathan Fillion made,
Okay. Yeah.
and which was apparently the first thing. Like the way that they initially did it was Nathan Fillion getting all the Firefly crew together and doing this
Knocking on
really
doors. Yep.
awkward social media video. Like when I watched it, I almost thought it was fake because it just didn't come off as human to me.
It was definitely strange and weird.
Did you see it?
Is it the one where he'll walk up to their door and like, is it time? Yeah, I think it's bedtime. Is this about what I think it is? Yeah, I'll get my
Oh
hat
no,
right.
I
Like
didn't even
it's.
see that one.
Oh no! All right.
The
What
one
do
that
you?
I saw, it was like just him with his phone up, and they're going through all the steps of making a series where they're like, do we have a script? Yep, we got a script. And it would just flash on the little bits that they have. And they were
Mhm.
like, do we have this? And it was like, yep, we got this. And it was like, what about a director? And they just started naming it like it was a pitch meeting, but it was the announcement that it's happening. So
Okay.
it was really weird because the whole premise is like, can we do this? Well, yes, we have all these things that could happen, but apparently those were the things that were already set. And then at the very end of the video, they hit you with the only thing that we're missing is like a home network to be on. So just blast this out to the world, but it's in development.
Okay.
It
It's gonna get
confused me
picked
more
up.
than anything.
That's all right. I don't know if that's gonna be a general thing for people that don't know how like shows and series work or
Yeah.
not, because like I've done a lot of research. I was trying to move to LA and write scripts and stuff way back in the day. Like, yeah, so you need all the stuff like, so if you're deep in the business going, do we have this? Yeah, we need it. Have this? We need it. Have it. Got it. Have it. Got it. Right? That is kind of confirming that like, hey, we've done 99% of the stuff. This
Yeah.
is gonna probably happen with a franchise such as Firefly that has like such a large fan base, and like, they
Still,
don't need to do,
25
yeah,
years later,
which
obsessing over this show, which is crazy.
I've discussed concern, but knowing it's animated, I'm like, oh, okay.
I
Animated, that's
thought the
good.
same thing. There are a lot of people online arguing about the animated fact.
Well, with an animated thing, none of the actors are old. With an animated thing,
Yeah.
Is back and alive. With an animated thing, you can do a lot more cool stuff with Summer. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
I don't think he is though. Alive. Because in the original post, he's not in it. Like,
um,
he's the only person in the original post for like the animation screenshot or whatever. So I think this does take place after the movie.
mm, let me see something real quick. Because here's the other thing: watching him do the knocking on doors.
Talking about Tudyk.
Yes, sir.
Tudyk is a phenomenal voice actor. So I
He
kind of just
is.
assumed that he would be some other things in the series. But I find it hard to believe that he would be alive in the series and they wouldn't put him on the announcement poster.
Ooh. I think you might be right, which is unfortunate because I
Mm,
remember he had an announcement called "Once We Were Spacemen" with him and Alan Tudyk.
yeah.
Uh, that I thought was I think that was it. I don't see him yet. Waiting for it. No.
But out of that whole cast, not bashing anybody else, but Tudyk is like a legitimate voice actor.
Oh yeah, he's great. He's in everything.
I've made it through movies not even realizing he's in it until I saw the credits because he's so versatile, you know? So I'm sure he could be a million things in this series. But as soon as I saw the poster and I didn't see him, I was like, well, it takes place after Serenity. I was like,
Yeah, I'm not. I'm looking. I'm looking to see if I can see him in there, because if he's not in there, I'm going to be a little bit sad.
mm, I,
Like,
I,
I know
I
they
hate
can't
to
do
tell you, buddy.
Bishop.
Right. Because I'm trying to remember. It's been so long. I liked Firefly. I'm not one of the obsessive Firefly people, so I'm sure if you asked me questions,
Man,
I would bat probably 55% out of 100
I'm gonna
on
rewatch
trivia.
Firefly now. I'm gonna
I'm
rewatch
thinking
it.
about it. I'm thinking about it because I can't remember by the end of the movie who all dies. Because I think I remember three
It
characters not making it. Am I right?
No, I think it was just Wash and Bishop.
Okay, so it was just two.
I believe so.
Because I remembered Wash and Bishop, but I felt like there was a third character that I was missing that died. But maybe not. Maybe not.
I don't think
So
so, but there's an article here. It says that Alan Tudyk is going to return. Like, he is in discussion, or it is noted. So it might be one of those things where they save it to be like, hey, and by the way, motherfuckers, you know.
yeah. Oh, I definitely assumed that he was going to be in it. It was just whether his character was going to be in it. Like,
Yeah,
hello, I'm his younger brother that talks
I know.
exactly like him with a very similar name. Like,
Hello, it's I, dry burn, scrubby dubby.
it's
He's
nuts
English in
to
that. I don't know
me
why.
that 25 years later and so much lost hope, some
Yeah,
semblance of it is finally happening.
we have discussed this, and we even, I think, agreed that it shouldn't happen. Like,
Yeah, yeah. But I don't think it ever occurred to us that it could be animated.
because, like, I don't know, in my mind, it's like, well, if it's gonna be animated, it should already be animated. This should be
Yes.
easier.
Yes.
But
Yeah,
it,
yeah.
yeah,
I think one of
it,
our first ever successful, like tens, if not hundreds of thousands of views, was us joking about how Firefly is not coming back.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Hopefully people find that video and then call us a bunch of dumb idiots.
Yeah. Yeah. Like our furry video that went viral after 2.5 years.
Yeah.
Like,
I'll take it. I'll take it.
yeah, 100%. But yeah, the thing with this is animation opens up a lot of pathways. They're not locked into trying to explain why it's 25 years in the future and everybody's old.
I mean, that's just it takes 10 minutes of like a or it takes 4 minutes to be like the gang was all separated and they've all been living their da 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 and then now though all these years later, it's like all right.
Yeah, but would you rather have that or an animated series that could probably pull off the vibe easier?
I would rather have had it where they didn't bounce it around and ruin everything, and we had 4 or 5 seasons of this, and then we were done with it, and we
Mm.
loved it, and we got you know what I mean? Like, I'd rather have been done right the first time, but
Yeah.
here we are.
Here's the thing. Once again, like I said, I liked Firefly, but I wasn't obsessed with it. I honestly don't remember the reason it never got a second season.
I mean, I can tell you. What they did was, it was essentially the network didn't know what to do with it. It had a lot of fan base, but it was getting moved around and they wouldn't tell people. So what would happen is like they wanted to do the first episode, like wanted to do it in order, but they aired the second episode first because they thought that there would be a better way to get people into the series. And then they changed the start time of it. And then they changed the day. And when you only have, yeah, what is it, 10 episodes? Like when you only
Oh,
have 10
right.
episodes and you've been every other episode's different and like you can't find it, like you can't build. So it's
Mm,
yeah, it that's just what happens.
okay, I gotcha. I was not. I saw Firefly much later. It was like 4 or 5 years after it ended. I was very late to the Firefly train because I actually had an ex that really liked it and had me watch it.
I'm sorry, there's
So,
14 episodes. I apologize.
but anime actually has an issue with that as well, where according to whatever rules they have in Japan, because they're sticklers about a lot of stuff,
Hmm.
a lot of the animation studios and like television programs just get jerked around by like their licensing and programming rights and stuff like that, to where anime series just have to go on hiatus for 6 years because some senior producer just now gets that time slot, and that's the only
Yeah.
time slot that they got approved for. So it's like, okay,
Eh.
3 years later, here's your second season, or it may never happen again.
Well, all right then. Thank you very
Um,
much for the second season. I appreciate. Thank you.
that's
People
current.
totally
Yeah.
they totally remember that we exist. Thank you. Yes.
At least it's animated though, where you don't have the
Yeah.
the Stranger Things effect. Because anime series that Macy and I really like called Zom 100 has been in
Hmm.
a studio limbo for like, I think it's right at 2 years now, and there is still no
Mm.
update on it whether they're going to get their time slot back. And Japan just doesn't let you release it on Crunchyroll. Like it has to be syndicated on a Japanese program before it goes to a streaming service.
Oh, and that's already so season two's already done, but they're just getting kind of like
No,
filibustered.
they haven't even been able. I think they started it, and then that kind of thing
Ah, okay,
happened, and now it's just
okay.
like a, well, we don't know if this is ever happening again.
Mm.
And there's some weird loopholes with Netflix, depending on how much of the animation is done in America, or
Okay.
something weird like that. But then people fight and argue whether it's an anime, and Japan gets angry because America, like, anime is getting so popular that there's a lot of like Japanese institutes that are like, America's kind of co-opting and taking our thing, and anime is becoming more like adapted to US audiences, so it's kind of losing a lot of its
Interesting.
identity. Like anime's in a real weird spot right now because it's so popular, and it's such a weird predicament to be in. It's just like,
Yeah, that's like it's oh no, it's too popular and now. Well, I mean that always happens. Like that's one thing I'm worried about Dungeon Crawler Carl is it's going to get more and more
yeah,
popular and then it's going to get ruined.
yeah, I would say it's basically exactly like that. But and I'm not trying to be like an anime purist here, because there are definitely some more American animes that I really enjoy. But I 100% understand the frustration if one of your primary cultural exports is anime and it's losing its identity because of the
Yeah.
secondary audience. Like I get it. I get it.
Yeah. That's one of those hard things where like you're glad new people are finding it, but also they're
Yeah.
Americans, so
Yeah. 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 People really started complaining about that kind of stuff apparently with a lot of the Demon Slayer localization. I don't know the like bips and bobs of it because I don't care enough. Like I love anime, but I'm not gonna sit around and listen to a bunch of sweaty, smelly shitheads bitch about this. I'm not gonna do
yeah.
it. Like that's not what I'm here
No.
for at all. Like,
Yeah. But yeah, no, I'm
um,
excited about it. Like, I want to know what stories they want to tell. Like, I love the vibe of it. Like, especially if they could do like almost like a cowboy bebop, but with instead of jazz, they do it with like that nice like steel guitar. Like that
yeah,
would be, mwah.
yeah, yeah. I think it would be. I mean, there's zero doubt that we are going to see this and comment on it. Like there is.
Yeah. Oh,
I think
stay
anybody
tuned.
with a nerdy platform is guaranteed to talk about this shit. And if you don't, what are you doing? Like,
Yeah.
like
I should rewatch. I should rewatch Firefly and then just do a breakdown, like a
mm,
thoughts and ideas.
that's not a bad idea at all. I could
It's not a bad
rewatch
idea
it
at
with you.
all. Hmm.
Not
Good
like
hold hands.
with you, but like,
Oh,
you
yeah,
know,
that's what I meant, dude. Yeah, don't worry about it.
yeah, like I don't want to be in
Um,
the same room with you, but we'll watch it independently and compare notes.
because the odor.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's called soap, buddy. It's called soap. You
I just
got
don't like
him.
how soap smells. I,
It tastes like cilantro.
right. But yeah, I looked. So most people are talking about the Oscars. I was just looking for articles today. Many people are talking about Oscars. A lot of people are still talking about Resident Evil Requiem, which I get it. It's the fastest selling Resident Evil game apparently of all time. It
Yep,
hit 5
yep,
million
yep.
sales faster than any other Resident Evil game,
Yeah.
and I
Uh,
understand why. Because I was talking with Jacob at slash before the wedding when he was helping set everything up, and I still struggle with this because there's so many good Resident Evil games, but I think I have to rank it first.
wow.
I
You've
think
come
so.
around to being like, yes.
I think so. If I'm being completely objective, Resident Evil Requiem has all of the pieces of Resident Evil 4 that I love with all of the horror pieces that I love. So
Yes.
is it the best Resident Evil 4 style game? No. Is it the best horror Resident Evil game? No. But is it the best of all of it? Yes.
Yeah. Is it the best Resident Evil game?
I think so.
That's the
Yeah.
question. Yeah.
Yeah, because it gave me the perfect balance of what I enjoy of both sides of Resident Evil. Like if I'm playing Resident Evil 1, 2 or 3, which is primarily horror, I get a huge dose of excellent horror and I love it. If I'm
Yeah.
playing Resident Evil 4 or 5, and I guess 6 if you're one of those people, I'm
Mhm.
getting the action of Resident Evil that I love, but I miss the horror.
Yeah.
When you're playing the grace sections of Resident Evil Requiem, it's the best horror in Resident Evil. When you're playing the Leon parts of Resident Evil Requiem, you're getting the best action Resident Evil has ever had to offer. Do I wish there was a
Yeah.
little bit more of each? Yes. But that doesn't diminish the fact that it is pure excellence the whole way through.
I love how you can like parry a car. Like I saw that.
Yeah.
I saw him
Yeah.
legitimately parry a car driving at him with an axe, a hatchet
You said
actually.
parry a car?
Yeah, it was. I was on TikTok just scrolling through, and like, is there a scene where you're running through somewhere doing something?
I don't remember. I don't think he ever parries a car. You can
No,
parry a rocket launcher.
yeah, well, that too. But uh, No, there's a clip where he's like running in the street somewhere, and like
Uh-huh.
he's like a car's coming at him, and he's just like and he parries it, like and it's just
Oh, I gotcha. So it's I thought you meant like during gameplay you literally parry a car.
no, 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 no. I mean,
During a
maybe you kind of
cutscene,
did
a
right. You
car
did
gets
no,
blown
no.
by
It
you
was
and he
gameplay.
does
It
like
was
the
gameplay,
John Wick.
wasn't
Really?
it? I don't know. You played it.
Maybe I just personally wasn't good enough to parry the car
Maybe.
because I got
I'm sorry
thrown
that
into 3 cars. I
it
know that for a
it
fact. It's like,
it sounds like you just rushed through and didn't explore everything.
yeah,
So that's
maybe.
probably
The fight with Mr. X though has some of the craziest, like, for gameplay stuff. It felt like I was watching a movie because like
yeah.
he'll charge you and you'll take the axe and put like the back of his hand on it and like glide around them as sparks are shooting out the whole time
Ooh.
of his
Okay.
like bion. It's incredible. Like it's baffling how good some of the fights are. Um, do you ever plan on playing it?
Mm, no.
No. Okay. Is it the horror parts that are too scary or the
N- it's the I have I have 4 books. I own 4 books. I'm now a well-rounded person. I own
Yeah.
4 books.
Yeah.
I have like 4 different like I haven't finished Megenics. I haven't finished South of Midnight. I haven't finished well, let me just look at my desktop.
You just got a lot
Uh
of stuff.
I hate this place. Yeah.
But you play Arc Raiders, buddy.
I know. It's one of them I can just shut my brain off.
That's true. Resident Evil, a solid 10 hours and you're golden. You got the
Mm,
whole experience. But
mm,
um but I can't remember exactly what I was about to say when it comes to the Resident Evil Requiem. But so since you didn't plan on playing it, I guess another spoiler warning. There's 2 endings to the game. A
okay.
bad ending and a canon ending. The bad ending, Leon dies, and it's brutal. It is
Really? Like I didn't
brutal.
think they'd
Yeah.
kill a guy.
Well, I mean, it's the bad ending. It's the non-canon. So
Oh, okay.
it doesn't necessarily matter, but it's cool that they put it in there as like a what if.
Mhm.
But the whole point of the game is Grace is apparently the key to releasing Elpis. And Elpis is supposed to be they've built it up as the new bioweapon. It is going to be the thing. Spencer, which is the original designer that created the T virus in the very first game, you're getting these interviews about how Elpis is his like greatest creation, and all the bad guys are like Elpis is going to be the new T virus. We're going to take over the world with Elpis, right?
Mhm.
Well, Grace finds out that through her spent because she was like a baby during a lot of the events of stuff.
Yeah.
Um, her growth and development and her being around Spencer gave him hope, and Elpis was like a cure for everything. But he
Oh.
never told anybody that. So if you pay attention to Grace's campaign, you figure that out. And then the like penultimate decision of the game is to destroy Elpis, which is what Leon wants you to do because he still thinks it's a bioweapon,
Mhm.
or release Elpis into the world.
Mhm. Okay.
And then come to find out, releasing Elpis is what cures all the people that had the Raccoon City disease.
Oh, neat.
So if you're not paying attention and you pick the bad ending, that like if you just don't care about Grace's section, then you
Yeah.
didn't get the content that let you pick the good ending. Um,
Ah,
luckily,
interesting.
the game isn't an asshole about it, and after the moment that the bad cutscene ends, it just rewinds it to right before the decision, so you can get the good ending. It doesn't make you replay the whole ass game, which is very
Uh,
nice.
that is very kind of them. Can you imagine how
Yeah.
mad what? What? No.
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Son of a bitch, why?
Um, so it was weird to me to make the poster of why everything in the world is bad have like a come to Jesus moment. That came off as a little odd to me. Because
Mm,
like he's the creator of the T virus, which is the reason Resident Evil exists.
yes.
To have him be the secret good guy of this one felt a little weird. That was I only have 2 complaints about the entire game. I don't even know if that's necessarily a complaint, but just a weird storytelling element to me on that one. You know?
Yeah, I hear what you're saying.
Like, you have this mythos of this guy who is literally the downfall of many societies having a come to Jesus moment. And it's like, that is weird after 9 games. If they did that in 3 or 4, sure. But we're decades into this series.
It is never too late to change, Tyler.
Well, apparently he
Never.
had this moment because he dies right before Resident Evil 1. Like, he dies and then the Resident Evil 1 game starts. That's kind of the kickoff because you're investigating his mansion.
Mm-hmm.
So apparently he had this whole realization and all this was made before the first ever Resident Evil game. Which is, to me, the only reason it came off like, we're 9 games into this to figure out about this revelation. Because Grace's mom interviews him about Elpis, and you find the video clip of it. So apparently this video has been floating around of him openly admitting that Elpis is like his last saving grace or his like atonement for his sins, and this was never ever found
I guess
in
not.
30 years. Like, it was a really weird decision to me. It just seemed like way too convenient of a little bow on things. And then my second complaint is a much more minor complaint. And they build up a character called Xeno. And
Okay.
Xeno is a clone of Wesker. And Wesker
Yes.
has always been the main antagonist after the first game. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Except for him dying in Resident Evil 5. But they've set the precedent in older games that there were clones of Wesker, because you had Jake in Resident Evil 6. In one of the spin-off games, you had a Wesker clone, and Xeno was the newest Wesker clone that was supposed to be the closest. Like, he was supposed to be basically Wesker.
Mm-hmm.
And they show so many of his abilities. Like, Leon takes shots at him and he does like the classic Wesker, like dodges and tucks and weaves, and he's got like the whole shtick completely done. So in my mind, I was like, ooh, Chris is the only one that's ever fought Wesker. It's going to be awesome to see how Leon handles Wesker, even though it's not Wesker, you know?
Yeah.
And they killed him off in a cutscene.
Yeah, nerd.
And that really bugged me. And maybe it's my fault because I was really hyping up that boss fight. But it never happened because Victor, the big bad of this game, to show how powerful he is, just executes Xeno. And then the boss fight with him starts. Because Leon and Xeno are about to square up. And then Xeno just gets decapitated in an instant. Victor talks mad shit, and then the boss fight with Victor starts. And I was like,
I mean, that's a good way to, but that's a good way to be like, all right, old boy's pretty powerful. I mean, I can see how that can feel. Maybe cheap might not be the right way, but
yeah, I think if it were me writing it, because I'm always right, if it were me, if it were me, I would have had a boss fight with Leon and Xeno, even if it was short. I would have had Leon and Xeno square off, and then the fight gets interrupted by Victor, but give you something. You know what I mean?
yeah, I can see it. Yeah,
But that's
also
really
didn't
the
write
only
it.
change.
You don't do anything. All you do is sit on the computer and we complain. That's our job, Tyler. That is
true.
our job.
That's 100% true. No, my job is accountant.
That is our hobby. That is our hobby.
Yes. Yeah. But But that's it. I thought the Spencer thing was weird, and I would have given us a little bit of a taste of a fight between Zeno and Leon to see how Leon handled a Wesker type enemy. That's it.
You know what? You know, here's my hot take. I would do the exact opposite of what you just said because
Yeah.
fuck you.
I would have had Victor instantly kill Leon, and then you take over as Zeno and have sex with him. How about that?
Yep. Yeah.
Is that a good Resident Evil game, bitch?
That's what I would have done. Let me check my notes. Yep, that's what I would have done.
What it made me want to do was go back and play the Resident Evil Outbreak files, the old PlayStation 2 games, which they still have servers up for it on emulators that you can stream, and Resident Evil and Capcom do not care.
Yeah, that seems pretty chill.
Yeah, so I was thinking about doing that with Jacob, because damn, there are so many references to the Outbreak file games, and it's my favorite spinoff game. So, with all this time I have, I'm just gonna get that fired up here soon.
Oh yeah, just let her rip.
So yeah, Resident Evil Requiem, I highly recommend it. Honestly, if you read the case files and stuff, you could jump in on this Resident Evil and be just fine. Like, it has a lot of moments where it's like, oh, they referenced the thing, but it doesn't take away from how good the game is, and they thoroughly explain everything for the story.
Then it sounds like I don't need to read case files.
To get the main story beats for sure. Just don't get the bad ending.
So now you want me to read
a little bit,
then buy a new game?
No, you technically have to buy the game first. So, yeah, so. But
Resident Evil, so good. We talked about it during Firefly.
Oh, that's true.
No, I think we're done with Firefly. It does look like Tujik might be in it through some interviews or rumors, but
I hope so.
Yeah, same. But if they do the thing where it's just like a flashback in one episode, I'm like, oh, you fucking sons of bitches.
I would much rather him just voice a new character than that.
I mean,
no.
It's an interesting idea, but I don't think the fans would like that.
I mean, either make it a prequel series to justify he's alive. If you do just a flashback, people are going to get upset. But a brand new character that just uses a different voice, but Tudyk's in it, I feel like keeps the spirit.
What if? No, that would kind of ruin the ship because the ship's kind of a character too. I was like, what if they put his consciousness into the ship?
Right. Yeah. Like, I was trying to remember what was the robot in Mass Effect? It doesn't matter. I tried to make a reference and completely fumbled it.
Yeah. Which it's all about timing, so that was pretty good.
It is. I'm also. It's also 9:00, and I'm a sleepy boy, and I just got married.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. Yeah, how much of that chicken Alfredo you got left?
So much. It's so much is in the trash right now.
Oh no!
An ungodly amount is in the trash.
That upsets me. I was busy.
I told you to take it.
I know. I had to go get groceries and all this other stuff. And I was so busy that day.
You could have got groceries with Alfredo. just in Kroger, just
a real Italian smelling car.
Just... but yeah, it was good. Phew, well, anything else you want to talk about, bud? I kind of put it out there.
No, that's fine. I think that's about it. Like,
Robot commented again. I will remind you of the Fable one-shot boss fight. I 100% agree, but at least you got to take a shot. Damn it! It's like.
I don't see that.
On Twitch?
What's a one-shot boss? What's the one-shot boss fight?
I mean, literally in Fable, there is a boss fight where it's you hit he does his real big monologue after he loses all of his like powers, and you become like the ultimate hero. The final boss is literally you do this like gauntlet to get to him, and during his monologue, he gets through with it, and then you can just kind of hit him. Like, it's not a legitimate...
Yeah, I forgot about this, too, yeah. If you don't shoot him fast enough, someone else kills him for you.
Yes.
That's so funny.
Yep. And I didn't know that happened, because every time I played Fable 2, I capped his ass immediately. It's like no hesitation. but yeah. So and at the end of Fable 2, if you picked riches, that was a dumb ending. Is like, I've made it to the end of this game, probably owning most of the real estate in Albion, and I'm gonna pick 1,000,000 coins when I've probably earned around 8 throughout the game. Like, what are we doing?
That's funny. Yeah, I'm excited for new Fable to come out too. But yeah, I think that's about all I got.
Yeah,
on my end.
same.
Yeah, not a heavy
Cool.
outside the Oscars. Not a big news cycle. So
No, but I mean, we made it to 9 o'clock. Ugh, made it to 9 o'clock. I don't know what to do with my hands now. I don't know. Yeah, I think we're just gonna call it. Anything else you want to do tonight, bud?
nah, I think that's about it. I need to take a shower and yeah, all my plans got fucked up by that nap.
Yeah.
I was supposed to get some work done, but boy,
Nice.
that did not happen.
I totally get it. I think with with life's craziness when it comes to the wedding and everything calming down, I think we're gonna get on a pretty regular cycle again, starting this Wednesday with a new video.
Yes, sir.
And then Thursday a gaming live stream, and then this should be the first weekend in a long time that I haven't had wedding planning or have to work all weekend, because it doesn't fall on end of month, and I am on the come down to training the new guy. So life is finally getting to some semblance of normalcy. The dog was always the best choice. Drew Conclusions just commented, which welcome, Drew.
What up, Drew?
Really sleeper comment right there at the end of the stream.
Right at the buzzer.
Yes. But we greatly appreciate it. And with that, we're going to end the stream tonight. Thank you all so much for tuning in. We will be back Thursday with a game. I don't even know the game yet, but damn it, we're going to play it. So thank you all for joining, and have a wonderful night.
See y'all Thursday. Bye.